What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. We have a comment here by Joe Early, 1243, who says 95 transactions per second. 10 years ago, wasn't it 1,500? Is it going backwards? What he's talking about, we're seeing all these spam transactions coming on the network, pushing up the TPSs to levels that may not be sustainable, but we're nowhere near those 1,500 TPS numbers that were promoted by Ripple. And I think even recently they raised it to 3,400. What's going on? How could 95 cause you a problem when we've been told the XRP ledger could do as much as 1,500? You have to understand there's a huge difference between what the XRP ledger software is capable of in a lab on, perfect hardware and what it can do in the real world with the validators we have today. Real world is wildly different. And on a regular day, the ledger might only need 8 to 12 TPS to do all the transactions it needs to. So it wouldn't make sense to raise that requirement and say, you know what, you have to spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to upgrade your hardware when you don't need it. It would just be a vanity thing to say, well, we can do all these transactions, but there aren't that many transactions to do. What would happen, most of these validators would just turn off their machines, and Ripple and maybe one other person would run validators, and great. We can do a lot of TPS, but we lost all our decentralization, and that just don't make sense. Now, over the long run, as people build real businesses and they need those transactions to function, well, yeah, then it makes sense to make that investment and upgrade that hardware and put a lot of capital towards that. And over time, we should see those transactions per second start to drift upwards towards the theoretical maximum that this software can handle. Furthermore, you're going to have side chains and all sorts of other scaling solutions. There's, a process to this. Just understand those numbers you see advertised from Ripple, they're not fake. It can be done, but it's not the reality of the real world today. A lot of times I cover this type of stuff. People say I'm, spreading negativity or FUD. It's just so when situations like this jump up, you're aware of it and you go, oh, no big deal. This is what's going on. So that's all there is to that. Next comment here by Damon5791 says, there's a lot of negativity in the XRP community of late and a lot of negative titles, FUD titles by myself. And he's just talking about it's been really hard as a holder. This is the deal. Number one, it's normal. When you see other crypto projects going up in value and maybe the one you have or the ones you have aren't doing so well. You see a lot of people bickering. Now with me, it has nothing to do with that. I feel fine with where XRP is, and I had a lot of those coins that have been going up well. With me, I like with stuff like this, pointing out the TPS, or like when you had the end of that court case where I said, you know what, this is not going to skyrocket the price. I'm just giving you my best opinion based in reality. So when it plays out, you're not surprised by, hey, the ledger can't do 1,500 TPS, or hey, the court settlement didn't send us to $5 or $10. Like, I try to give you my real opinion based in reality. And sometimes that seems like negativity or FUD, and it's just me being honest. Now, with all that said, and I can point out all sorts of stuff, I'm very confident where we stand with XRP. I'm looking forward to this bull run. You think this is a bull run here, this ain't nothing. This is some mild recovery for prices. It's going to get crazy, and in that environment, XRP is going to do well, in my opinion. I am very excited with what's in front of us. Sometimes I have quasi-negative videos. That's just me trying to, put out reality and let you know some of the things, because nothing is ever perfect in blockchain. There is no perfect blockchain system out there. They all have shortcomings, and if you can recognize that, you're not caught off guard when sometimes they come to the forefront here. That's my only point with all of this stuff. We see Dark Forest 03 saying nothing personal to me, but in his opinion, 2024, the YouTubers, they're going to kick the can down the road again. So we've been saying, 2024 is the year, and he says once we get there, well, we'll just say 2025 and then 2026. This is what I would tell you. I never thought 2023 was going to be a great year for crypto in general. We've seen a nice recovery here to end the year, but I didn't think we were going to be pushing on the new all-time highs, especially for XRP. I've said it's going to take some time. Now, once this bull run gets in full, steam, if XRP was to underperform again with legal clarity and everything else, then you'd have to say, you know what, we're in the wrong coin. At this point in time, I'm confident. I'm not Nostradamus. I don't know exactly when the bull run will hit full steam, but I'm waiting to see that, to see if it plays out the way I think it will. And again, as we sit here today with everything, I think XRP is going to do darn good. Again, legal clarity, first time ever trading on U.S. exchanges. a lot of building going on, a lot of upgrades. I think it's the perfect time. I think it's going to do really good. But we just have to wait till we hit a growth phase when all that new money's flowing in. How much of it's going to hit XRP? My opinion is going to be quite a bit. But only time will tell. Only the future will answer those questions. And again, if you run through a whole nother bull run and all my coins do well and XRP's a dud again, well, we just got the wrong coin. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think that's going to happen, but you won't see me kicking the can down to the next bull run, whenever that may be. Lastly, we see RL3639 saying, you failed to mention the very real possibility that in 2024 the SEC appeals the Judge Torres decision. And I've talked about this before. That's true. And anytime you have ongoing legal problems, it's not great. It's going to hurt value a little bit. But it's not going to make us miss another bull run from the standpoint of XRP is going to trade on U.S. exchanges. That appeal won't be enough to strip it off again. You're going to be able to go to Coinbase, Kraken, and whoever else and make your trades. It's going to be very different from what we saw in 2021, where it was delisted and it was crippling. We're not dealing with that type of thing any longer. And furthermore, what coin hasn't been called a security outside of maybe Ethereum? What altcoin hasn't been called a security by the SEC as of late? So there's nothing special there. So I think, I'm not so worried about the SEC this time around. The law of the land in the U.S. is that XRP itself is not a security. The trade of XRP in the secondary market, no matter who's trading it, is not a securities transaction. That's not going to change. Let the SEC appeal away if they want. Again, I would rather see it settled out, and that's even better. But it's nothing like what we saw in the past. The SEC can appeal. It's not going to get in our way. They lost. We won. It's as simple as that. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.